Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on. All good. There we go. Which live stream finally popped on. Good God, going. Oh, are you going? Oh, Rumble's going as well. Please get another mode to check my other computer. It looks like everything's good to go, so let's actually start finding a replay. A lot of players have been having their replays hidden. Minutes, a little bit too short. Here we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the yellow Ibids. We have Vortex. Spawn on top right side as the red Byzantians. We have Antotan. Byzantine and Ibids both have access to improved berries of some form or another. The berries over here not being collected up, but we got the cistern close by. Going for gold. Cistern may be covered in stone deposit as well a little bit. So it's a good spot for the cistern. Because of Ibids, it's mainly going for the berries. As deer deposit is not too far as well. And up north we do have more deer and of course boar, but he is Islamic, so he can't eat boar. Red's boar is also up here, so perhaps Red could perhaps steal both boar in one go. Either way, so I'll just collect up food, collecting up gold, food, and there's the House of Wisdom. Down south, we got a bit of berries next to gold and a couple sheep in the region. Red's finding a decent number of sheep. Yellow does find some sheep. In fact, looks like Red is doing much better in the sheep game. See 6 sheep there. And now we do have the age up, the military wing reinforcements. Over here, we do have the Grand Winery. He's going to be building out with 5 villagers. The military wing reinforcements basically been pretty standard for the Ibids for their first age up. This entire, at least for this patch. And so he's building the Grand Winery with 5 villagers there to really get it start going. You can eye for a bit of wood there, and then get out outposts to protect the berries from being harassed. And 1 outpost between the gold and the stone could be all he needs as well. He's going for a decent amount of wood collection. Got this tree deposit pretty close to his town center. Nice safe spot. This one's off the side. He has a lot of natural foliage for his protection. Archer range going up. He's going to deposit some archers. Archers are pretty decent versus range cavalry. And he does go ahead and bring these sheep back on home. You will get a good number of them there. Over here, I have a couple downed sheep, but looks like he only found approximately 2, which is not good. Scout versus scout. I think the scout will win, especially when there's a desert raider there to help him out. Red scout does fall back. We do have a archer now on the field. The desert raider does have a little bit extra damage and attack speed for archer v archer combat. It is a bit more expensive. Red scout will go down. A little bit foolish loss there. The 2 archers Paul should be more than plenty to deal with the desert raider. Yeah. The single desert raider from military wing reinforcements does dictate quite a bit of influence what the opponents, the Byzantine player, has to do, because if you think about it, the response was 2 archers and plus an archery range there. That response of 310 resources, while he got that desert raider for absolutely free, and will get them for absolutely free. More desert raiders being employed on out now. Yellow scout is of course still alive, able to provide some good spotting. Got a cistern, secondary cistern next to the wood deposit, and some walls going on up. Have an outpost here, arm upgraded with a arrow slit, so he has got a little bit of stone there for that. Scout takes some damage and barely survives that. Health regen maybe just enough, finds another sheep there. A sheep shall be led to glory in combat. Another desert raider here, harassing some of the villagers. We always activate Creole defense, or however you pronounce that. Or a Creole boy? I have no idea how to pronounce any of these words. He won't be able to probably get any stabs off onto the desert raider, but at least give them +2/+2 armor to help resist the arrow fire. Nothing much, but it would help out. Local doggo gets some bites there. Got these villagers heading down south, eyeing to deploy a mill here to collect up the berries. Berries do collect about as quickly as deer. The capacity will be the same as deer as well, since each berry has 250 food, also 100 capacity from the improved berry collection. Not sure what to call that bonus. Archers do get hit here. We've got 2 desert raiders. Good micro there. He should be able to pick off one of the desert raiders. Maybe not. Does pick it off, but barely. Golden Age Tier 1 now active. Again, +10 collection rate for all resources. We do now have the siege engineers being blown up by the Byzantine player. The Ayyubid player already has free improved siege engineers, and which with military wing reinforcements, he can also build those structure or siege weapons out with this cavalry. Now eyeing for a mining camp, so maybe eyeing for a secondary town center, imitating archers pursuing these guys. We got a very good number of archers here. It'll be hard to kill them all off. And maybe not a good idea to go for a Creo. Oh, I suppose Creo Siphons have a little extra range, so it's easy to protect the Creo Siphon from villagers. So maybe a Creo Siphon could be useful. Creo Siphons are a little bit more expensive. Wait. Yep, that's just the name issue. Let's switch over to the Byzantine player. It says battering ram, but if we switch over to the Byzantine player, we will see it says the Creo Siphon. And the cost actually does go from 200 to 250 gold to 260 gold. The Creo Siphon is slightly more expensive. It always feels like people don't like the Creo Siphons compared to battering rams, and I think Creo Siphons do better in Castle or in Feudal Age, where you can escort a little bit easier with the archers, since it has a little bit of range attack. By the way, we do now have the age up with the Ayyubid player. He went for economic wing growth, I believe. Yep, now these things have plus 100 additional berries to the plus 100 additional berries. Creo Siphon now being employed on the field. My apologies if you hear my drink opening up. Creo Siphon's now built. You can use its range to keep it safe It does do siege damage, right? And not fire damage. Yes, it does. So the extra with the House of Wisdom doing giving +5 fire armor, plus it being fortified, giving additional 5 fire armor. It actually gives it right now these defensive structures, or these upgraded defensive structures, 10 fire armor, which really makes it hard for units to actually torch them down. Rio Siphon getting some damage there. Villagers trying to torch it. Got a number of Sipahi. I did not realize he went for a trading post, so we got some Sipahi deployed on the field. Mercenary Sipahi. Elon's going to be very useful. Scout does have bonus damage for siege weapons, but does get taken out there. So will the Camel Lancer. Sipahi backing on off. And here's the nice thing as well. If you do go for the Golden Horn Tower and you don't go for any of the mercenary contracts, you will have the Golden Tower will deploy out the weapon units from the trade post, which includes Sipahi and mercenary arbaletiers. Ayubids tend to go heavy in Camel Lancers, so mercenary arbaletiers will not be bad. Will probably be more on the good side. Additionally, Sipahi would be always nice to have. They're pretty heavy horsemen. Additionally, if he's fighting against Giloms, another common unit for Ayubids, mercenary arbaletiers would be very useful for that as well. Rio Siphon pushes way forward. Right now, the Sipahi have 13 torch damage, so they only do 3 damage per torch against the fortified outposts. So you can only really use the Rio Siphon there to destroy these towers. The Byzantine players are very far from aging up. Mosque here is going to try to get out some imams to pick up those relics. We got a trader there. He does get deployed on the field, so he's actually eyeing for a bit of trade. They are cheap, but a little bit unusual at this point in time. Villagers backing on off. Got quite a bit of berries there from the collect on up. We do now have a Byzantine outpost here. It's going to be upgraded with an arrow slit. I was not expecting that. Right now he's fighting against a lot of heavy stuff, so he's having trouble dealing with all these units. It's better to torch down the outpost there because it has 5 less fire armor. Limitani trying to charge forward. Does get some good damage down the Maganel. Does get overwhelmed. Oh, those archers getting cleaned on up. We also got a scout here. The scout is doing bonus damage. Got mass repairs there. Villagers trying to come forward and torch this Rio Siphon down. Some escort here. Maganel finds another shot there. And the villagers do manage to torch down the Rio Siphon. Kind of the term makeshift flamethrower is not such a great thing to term to use. After all, those are 2 words you don't want to mix together. Either way, now got the Camel Lancer charging to the Sipahi. Sipahi do move slower than regular horsemen, but they of course much healthier, and they still move faster than Camel Lancers and other heavy cav and scouts. Camel Lancer does go down there. You know how the veterans hardens? Yeah, the veteran spear and research. Some Giloms also deployed on out as well. One dervish on the field, not Imam's dervish. Ugh. My first cast of the day, it's not going all too well, honestly. I wonder how many traders do we see? Just the one trader right now. Maybe just eyeing for a little bit extra gold income. Golden Horn Tower now being deployed on the field. That can give him some free Sipahi. Horsemen and Sipahi quickly report that Maganel, but you will lose a number of these cavalry to the Giloms. Mercenary Arbaletiers seem pretty good. He actually had the Fortitude upgrade there to quickly increase his attack speed, but also took extra damage from these Giloms. The outposts in middle here. Going for 2 outposts there, so he's going to perhaps bring over 10 villagers. And since he does have the increased berry capacity, there's a lot of food there. Imam there could try a conversion ritual. Got a decent number of olive groves here. Yep, he's not signing any of the mercenary contracts. He can just simply hold off until later. Right now, mercenary arbaleers seem pretty good to me. I wonder, will he be able to pull out mercenary arbaleers? I know he'll be able to pull out mercenary arbaleers there, but since he has that built there, will another mercenary camp over here also provide mercenary arbaleers and as well as Sepahis? Or are they only near this? Limitani gain some damage. Archers here. The villagers do have textiles research. Outposts are firing away. Red has killed off some villagers, nothing too significant. Do now have the Camlancer push way forward, finding a good number of villagers. There's some crossbows now being deployed on the field. First round, Sepahi being deployed up by the Golden Horn Tower. Horsemen and Sepahi find some of these villagers here. Now's a good time to activate Forward 2, but it's on cooldown. Preventer Ritual not being active. I wonder, the Exfoliator research, the one that improves horsemen damage against walkers, does it also get applied to Sepahi? Not sure. Now he's deploying on some mercenary arbaleers, not bad. Crossbows will be very useful since he's fighting against a good number of Gilons. He's going to deploy out some spearmen since he's fighting against a lot of horsemen and Sepahi. We're also going to see some Varangian Guard to be employed on the field. Gilons now engaging. Crossbowmen getting larger and larger numbers. And the Dervish does go down. Yellow so far claimed 2 relics. Some damage there. I heard somebody shouting, a group of units shouting, but maybe it's just been the crossbows. Start claiming the relics. Getting 3 relics inside the Grand Winery would not be half bad. So then again, grabbing 3 relics and putting them inside of a monastery wouldn't be half bad either. We do now have the Creo Siphon now being deployed and out once again. Behind to see Soundless Town Center, we do also got the Mangonel as well, or the unique variant, the Manjan Key, or however you pronounce that. Creo Siphon now deployed in the field. Sepahi taking some damage from the Desert Raider. The Siphon pushes way forward. Taking some damage. Does get ordered away. Agano finds a master shot on those crossbowmen. We also got some mercenary arbaleers. They have the passive ability, which is an active passive ability. Mangonel getting repaired on up, not being focused down. Gets another shot there on the crossbows. We're getting some damage there. Mangonel finds us another shot there, killing off a couple more guys. You can tell the mercenary arbaleers and the regular crossbowmen, if they have the larger hat and the brighter metal. The darker metal is the regular crossbows. It can be a bit hard to distinguish the two, but essentially they are exactly the same unless they use the passive ability. Varangian Guard does take some damage. Dervish backing all off there. Juno got these. I'm not just getting some damage. Crossbowmen's moving down south to engage them. Do you see any additional mercenary camp over here? No, we do not. Another round of arbaleers being pulled up on the Golden Horn Tower. Got one Varangian Guard there. He does have a couple Arbaletiers as well as crossbows. Crossbows getting overran. The reason why I mentioned the Arbaletiers, since they can deploy the passive, get a lot of extra armor, they can withstand a little bit more abuse from those towers. You could age up with the Foreign Engineering Company, and then the Arbaletiers should have crossbow turrets and gambesons. Now we got the Arbaletiers pulled on the field. The passive has been pulled on the field, which will give them passive effect. And nice thing as well is, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nope, looks like, never mind. Spearman does get a bit of shots there on those Arbaletiers. When they get gambesons, if they get gambesons, they can withstand quite a bit of Spearman attacks as well. But now got the Desert Rider being focused down. We got this Varangian Guard engaging some Spearmen. Mangonel setting on up. Gets a decent volley there. Get a bit of a volley there as well. Crossbows backing off for the Varangian Guard. What other mercenaries we have here? Of course, got the Magadai and the Desert Raider. Desert Raider is not going to be super useful. And Magadai can only be really useful if we went to Raw Hippodrome. The Foreign Engineering School can make it a bit more useful, the sheer bone limbs, the improved sheer bone limbs. Overall, not so much. Royal Hippodrome could give the Magadai +4 damage per arrow. And in Age 2, that can make them get 10 damage per arrow, and they have pretty good attack speed, so... That's probably the most useful time Magadai could ever be. Varangian Guard charging way forward, got some passive activated here and there. Varangian Guard trying to overrun some crossbows over here. Looks like the crossbowmen are going down. Varangian Guard trying to gauge some of these other units. Got two Mangonels here. Varangian Guard now engaging some of these villagers. He could activate Berserking to get their damage going. The extra damage won't mean too much from going with the crossbows. The attack speed of the Varangian Guard is slightly faster than standard Man-at-Arms, slower than a Guillaume, I believe. And the crossbows are much slower, so they will definitely deal more damage than they take if they berserk in crossbow fire. A comparison between the two is 14 damage versus... It'll be a 14 damage, almost twice attack speed, and Berserking will give them +6 damage, so effectively +12 damage per second, or damage per comparison to the crossbow. Getting +4 for the same effect. Guillaume's engaging the Varangian Guard. Over here, we got a Sipahi engaging these villagers. Probably does have 5 armor. The archers have 8 damage. Mangonels find a small hit there on those Varangian Guard. Actually, the guy hit was actually a mercenary Arbaletier. More farms going up by yellow. He is walling off this region as well. Got a pretty good wall in. A lot of villagers tasking the wall as well. They want to go for a gate in this region, but there's not actually a full wall in that region. Varangian Guard does take some arrows there. Good damage onto those Varangian Guard. And here are the passives deployed on the field, but they do get cancelled. Varangian Guard gains some good damage there. Will be slowly picked off by that crossbow. The Byzantine player has almost enough gold to age up, needs a bit more food. Varangian Guard heading down south, not trying to torch down a segment of the walls. Up here, Sixth Sight being interrupted by a Varangian Guard. We also got the Phalanx to research now. Mercenary Arbaletiers took a nice Mangonel volley. behind the foot of a palisade wall there. More Vanguard trying to hit these villagers. Over here, we got now Siphon trying to torch down the gate. He's starting to berserk there. And right now, while I said it does give him pretty good DPS, these villagers do run faster than the Vanguard. He does not appear to have was it tear-shaped shield, or the teardrop shields, or the berserking upgrade. And maybe the berserking upgrade that gives him increased move speed. Yep, it's the ferocious speed, but it has age 4 research. The teardrop shield is... Huh, maybe it's already researched the teardrop shield. Huh. I'm mistaken about... Where's the teardrop shield research? Maybe I already researched and I didn't pay attention to it. Either way, the Foreign Engineer Company is being researched now. That will, of course, give him access to some, or immediately grants access to some unique research for his mercenary units, such as crossbow stirrups and gambersons for the crossbowmen. Additionally, I don't think there's anything with Spahi, is there? He is building some Spahi. I know occasionally he'll be gifted Spahi from the Golden Gate, but he is actually building some Spahi here. For the count of the crossbowmen, he may be eyeing for... Well, not fully mercenaries. He's going for Vanguard, Spahi for flanking, and still some mercenary crossbowmen. Mercenary arbaletiers. In fact, he has more mercenary arbaletiers than regular crossbowmen. Effectively, they are the same, other than there's some slight benefits. So these villagers not getting hit there. Spahi now push way forward. Yeah, I don't see any unique research in them. You can see the Arbiters do have Gamerson, and their attack speed's higher, so he does have crossbow stirrups as well from the Foreign Engineering School. I wonder if the Golden Gate can actually build out the mercenary siege weapons. Probably not. He'd probably be too overpowered if it could. Some mistake sides not being decaptured, going for a nest of bees. They'll just take some hits there. Mercenary Arbaletiers and Mercenary Spahi charge the way forward. Nothing that's heavy here. Alright, no, there's plenty of Vanguard for that's heavy. Magnos do some good hits there. There goes those siege weapons. He does activate Fortitude. And Yellow backs to the game. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yeah, not one of my greatest casts. I butcher a lot of that. Don't tell me my voice is already starting to break up. Yeah, that was that one. Short. They're really short for replays. Maybe they're doing some testing. A lot of hybrid maps on this queue. A lot of custom hybrid maps. Or custom game hybrid maps. Oh. Everything else getting a little bit too old, so on to the next player. Let's see. Lowercase s for shapeshifter. This may or may not be the right person. This appears to be the right person. Here we go. Got a decent sized replay here. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on south side as the orange Japanese, we have a foreign name. On north side as the blue English, we have Shapeshifter. When it comes to map generation, I see that there's actually two gold deposits pretty close by each other here. That could be a great spot for a secondary town center. And when it comes to other natural generation, immediately going for the Tawara upgrade. I'll probably butcher that. I know somebody mentioned as well as some other names, more proper way to pronounce the names, and I completely forgot what it was. So it's for the Ono Bugishas, I think it was. Either way, he does get a better food collection rate with his villagers, plus 25%. Will make them collect faster than the sheep. And so probably a good idea to stop putting the sheep and start collecting them up. Also makes them move a little bit faster and give them basic wheelbarrow. An early wheelbarrow. Let's call it a vanguard wheelbarrow. Either way, when it comes to map generation for blue, the English probably won't touch the berries unless he's starving. There's some deer here. And I just realized he has a lot of dense foliage here, providing some good and natural cover. More foliage here, got a bit of mesas. Gold deposit on top of a hill, so while there's no combat benefits for being on top of a hill, it does provide sight benefits. Usually most students don't really have sight issues unlike the heavy cav. Either way, we got the Abbey Kings now being pulled in the field, eyeing for a bit of aggression. We do now have the Kira storehouse. And the English player is eyeing for a secondary town center. At the standard English turtle style, the Japanese player should probably go for a fast castle. Not necessarily for like the transition to a bunch of mounted samurai play, but also just for primarily grabbing those relics play. If your English opponent's going for the turtle economic side, you could try punishing it, or you can advance next age to claim all the relics. Now we've got two archer ranges being put on the field, so he's not eyeing that. The English player does spot it. The king himself could be very useful, providing counter to the Yumi archers. The Yumi archers are a weaker but cheaper archer, so the opposite of the English longbowman. Additionally, they do move pretty quickly, which is also still the opposite of an English longbowman. Yumi archers have base damage of 4, and the king has less range armor. A range armor of 2. So if the English player gets out the blacksmith, get +1 range armor, these archers do 1 damage per arrow against the king. They are a dirt cheap unit at costing 65 for resources. The king does charge way forward. King's now backing on off. He can just rely on his own health regen aura to get healed up, or could go back to Abbey for mass health regen aura. There's a apply a town center here that will keep that wood very secure. Sheep down. 2 sheep are actually down. You monster. Now, how he's a monster? Let's see. No, wait, that's the living sheep. Collect up food from the poor, helpless sheep. If you click on living sheep, wherever one may be at. You monster. Either way, I got the Yumi archer, scout, and sheep advance his way forward. The sheep's on the path of vengeance. Nothing more fitting than a story about a peasant sheep taking on the king. Siege engineer now complete. This is a... it's been a while since last seen Japanese player does an archer battering ram rush. And he has a lot of units here to build the battering rams, so he has quite a bit of build potential. The English player only has a slight village advantage at the moment. Japanese player is going small amounts of stone there with his gold collection. Only has 3 villages on gold as well, so he's not really eyeing for a faster fortress. 1 battering ram's almost completed field. We do have 17 Yumi archers in the field. Enemy archers do have still retain 5 tower range and the same attack speed as regular archers, but the bonus damage is even not that great as well. We've got a round long bowman there. Quantity versus quality is going to be the case. The king and the scout gain some good damage on the battering ram. The scout does actually have higher DPS than the king against battering rams due to having plus 10. Actually, no, the attack speed is still pretty slow. Scout takes some hits there. Enemy archers overwhelming the longbowmen. Longbowmen have less attack movement speed. Enemy archers have great movement speed in comparison. Loose body warrior movement speed versus crossbow movement speed. Of course, it's still got the town centers here, and they're pretty close by, so they can help protect each other to a small degree. Blacksmith bringing research, probably going for range armor into range damage. The range damage not being researched by the Japanese player. Don't know if range armor will be helpful in resisting longbowman fire. Don't know the exact math behind that. Right now 6 damage, so it'll take 10 hits to take out enemy archer. Nice easy math, so +1 range armor would be useful. But will be counted out by +1 range damage. Veterans pushed by forward. English player can afford to lose his house. Downside of now garrison. Enemy archer is trying to escort. The king and scout charging the way forward. Of course, we do have a network of castles there, improving attack speed of these units. Longbowman microing on the back. Being pushed forward partially by the king. Scout on scout combat. One battering ram does go down. Scout is providing quite a bit of DPS against that battering ram. And the scout does take a pretty good volley there. The scout could get inside the town center. Actually, probably should just fall back to the Abbey. The Abbey will give them all great health regen benefits. Yep, you can see the scouts rapidly healed up now. More battery guns being blown on the field. All of their wounds are being mended. We now have an outpost being built here. +1 range damage on the way. The Japanese player has +1 range and armor. Longbowmen pushing the way forward. You now have these enemy archers making their way over here. Let's get inside the outpost there. Enough room for all of them. Got some farms being built. He is actually taking time to collect up berries. The berries will definitely provide a lot less food than the farms, but he is still need to collect up wood for those farms, even though they're dirt cheap. Loading gate now being deployed on Ouch will give him access to free relics. Up to, what, 8? Another banner ram being built out there. This one a little bit farther back. The walls will give him a bit more breathing room. The English player has enough food to age up and he's a little bit more cold. Daimyo Palace now being deployed on out. The King Scout will go up into Office Mesa, but it is a dead end. It was very cinematic. Great spot for an outpost to spot everything nearby. Not there. That's definitely not the great position. This is a great position. Multiple battery rams not being pulled in the field. Got Mountain Samurai on the build queue. He probably has a Yoshiro inside of a stable. He does have 2 stables here. And now got the White Tower now being pulled in the field. He has 2 talents in it, so he is quite ahead on the villager count. And now got a bit of a wave of battery rams being pulled in out. And there's also a breach here. Got 8 barracks being pulled in the field. Hardened Spearman. See, no veteran Yumi Archer research. He may be not eyeing for any more Yumi Archers. The veteran Yumi Archer research, I'm not sure how expense that is. Probably would be the same cost as any other veteran Archer research. Longbowmen not engaging the Yumi Archers. Mountain Samurai push way forward. No palings have been deployed out. Granted, palings do take time to build and prevents your longbowmen from firing during the meantime. Mass another battery rams push way forward. English villagers be picked on off. The King's Scout is still making their way back. Villagers charging forward for some torches. Or Mountain Samurai here. And the Townsend does go down. I think the barracks may have been deleted there. And Samurai is going to be picked on off. The King does have a bit more health and damage with the age up, but still generally inferior to a head cav one-on-one combat. Veterans not being torched down by a good number of villagers. Scout down, not a big surprise. Got some crossbows now pulling the field. Focus on the longbowmen, now focus on the crossbows. We're trying to take out some of the English villagers. Now Samurai being sent on in, slowly being picked on off. And some of these battery rams looks like will escape. Only 2 Yumi Archers remain. Those are just Mountain Samurai, so killing for more Spearmen wouldn't be that bad. He has 1 hardened Spearman in the field. No veteran Spearman research. And Battery Ram decides to sit there and die. Message was falling back. The Yumi Archers are not important to keep alive. You can put them somewhere so they can perhaps just draw some fire. Or maybe use them maybe camp some relics. Send each one to a relic. They won't really do all too much. But at least they'll be doing something. Because right now, he is building more Yumi Archers. He's eyeing for the veteran Yumi Archer research. Monster now going on up. Relic picked on up somewhere. Or just picked up a relic. Blue looks like just going to be camping this relic. Another relic's location's here. This one is here. And this one is being camped by this force as well. So 3 out of the 4 relics being camped. And a samurai going around in pretty large numbers. There's not a good number of units there. You may want to deploy out some palings with his longbow because why not? Some spear races there. And Mountain Samurai do close on in from every single direction, so this blue force will be cleaned on up, no problem. Diamond Palace now complete. We got some forces here. The English player is running behind on military units. We are seeing some early man-at-arms people on the field, as well as some longbowmen, both of which are not veteran, nor is a spearman. The English player still has a large number of villagers. Crossbowmen or spearmen starting to go down there. The archers push way forward. Got the king charges way forward as well. Yep, that's still the original king. The king has not died yet once this game. The king may go down. The king is dead. Mangonel now being put on field, going for a secondary monk as well. And it looks like some of these Yuumi archers will be slowly whittled down upon their retreat. It's going to be building out another round of battering rams. They are not any cheaper. Veteran longbowman research now on the way. With the higher base damage, they can punch through heavy armor of the Mountain Samurai a little bit easier. Got plus 2 range armor now being researched, so that's a little bit late response. Each player does have plus 1 range damage, so both players are not super fast on that. So there will be a bit of a range armor advantage for the Japanese player. Gate under fire, and will be set on fire. Battering rams heading along the flank. Mangonel taking some shots there. We got a decent number of horsemen mixed on in, as well as a mounted bannerman. Yuumi archers, their veteran research does give plus 2 damage versus light melee as well. Another relic picked on up. He could actually pick up a relic and try Wolo. Samurai push way forward. Going for more early man-at-arms. Spearmen rotating around to engage. Got some early man-at-arms gating the battering rams. Longbowman trying to protect his gate, which is now down. Crossbows don't get overran. The monster does go down, ejecting those relics. Early man-at-arms will get overwhelmed. He may want to try for Wolo. That monk is quite wounded. So the Abbey is getting some good health regen onto the monk. Longbowmen try to win for the flank, and they will get wiped on out. Going for another walls to protect his flank. Yuumi archers slowly whittled on down. We got the regular man-at-arms research and some military academy research for the English player. Relic has been picked on up. Villagers will get picked off here. And more of these villagers, so now they are running. He can get on the other side of this gate to try to get away from his opponent's army. Yes, he does. He does escape on out there, going for an outpost. There's some deer here. He's a little bit too exposed though. He's been having trouble maintaining that area. Another relic being picked up by a Shinto priest. That'll be relic number 3, and the other 2 have been reclaimed for blue as well. We got a decent farming economy back here. If he really needs to, he can always pick up the berries here. That's a bit more safer. So he's now going for another round of walls and gates here. The English player does have decent force in the field. Orange has a decent quality force as well. Most of the Mountain Samurai. Still has a good number of Yumi archers and horsemen. So more spearmen would be half bad. Do now some. Okay, I need to. Oh no, somebody said I was mispronouncing it, like I do with most words. Byugi-sha, I think. One bannerman for this force. He does have 1 daimyo palace. So I can support up to what? 2 bannerman, maybe 3. I forget the exact number. So let's switch. Oh, let's switch out of castle mode to take a look. Should be 2, right? Nope, he does. Can deploy out 3 right now. Five plus. You also got the final berry collection, wheelbarrow, movement speed research for the Japanese player. There are still some berries in the map. Some, or very little there. There's some over here. Plus English, if you really want to be hungry. Man Orange trying to pursue these horsemen. Overall, if this one goes for Samurai, Samurai do offer definitely a higher capability of fighting against a heavy infantry than Man at Arms versus Samurai with the Odachi upgrade. Got a round of stone walls being put on the field, trying to protect his flanks. Even right here, won't be able to get the gold deposit in his territory. Is that a gate there? That looks like the gate there. That looks like a horrendously designed walls. Oh, that's a mining camp and outpost there, not more walls. The scaffolding, or the lack of scaffolding, the ghost entity got me a bit confused. We now got Castle of the Crow now being put on the field right over here. He does have the bit of walls to protect the flank there. That's all he requires. And that can give him quite a bit of extra income every so long time. Good damage there. These forces most got wiped on out. Blue's trying to push way forward. Got some Sam Bannerman Samurai as well as Ona Bugi-shas. Castle of Crow now put on the field, which does act as a castle. Forge now being put on the field, help collect some more stone. Castles do cost a little bit more than standard keeps, but they do have a lot better defensive attack. And that one has 8 units garrisoned on in. Got another farmhouse going on up. Using the attack to the gold deposit. Castle of the Crow being upgraded with cannon. We also got the Shogunate Castle here as well, so he has great amount of defense. Blue should be cleaned on up there. We can knock out the Berkshire Castle in a very aggressive position. The defensive emplacement does do 82 damage versus a 50 range armor here. Longbow push way forward. These guys can be slowly be whittled on down by the talents of their arrows. Plus horsemen never hurt. Bombard in place there. No anti-siege weapons or anti-siege weapon damage. There's a cannon placement there, taking out some of the man-at-arms. And the Berkshire Castle there being a very affordable position. It will constantly provide coverage in this region. Can bombard down that, or take on the bombard a little bit. probably may have a trade caravan being pulled out. He does not get income just yet, and he will probably intercept it with the Berkshire Castle. I don't know if he can reorder it around. He's going to try to massacre the bombard. Slowly being whittled on down there. Trebuchet now being pulled out to siege down the Berkshire Castle. Each player can lose the Berkshire Castle. Not going to be the end of the world if he does lose it. But if Orange can't deal with the Berkshire Castle, it will be at the end of his world. Bombard is taking some damage, more siege weapons being pushed on forward. The keep has taken some severe damage. Horsemen and samurai completely surrounding some of these forces. And the Berkshire Castle does go down, which will give Orange some extra breathing room. Who's now backing on off. He's going to Elite Man Arms, Enclosure, and Arrow Volley. He does not have Elite Longbowmen just yet. That's likely going to be a possibility. His opponent's deploying out a good number of Onobushigas, but he may just need to focus on Samurai if he's mass Longbowmen. Horsemen wouldn't hurt, but they, of course, when Longbowmen get fully upgraded, they can put holes in Horsemen. Now they're keeping pulled out over here to help keep the site secure, as well as potentially gain some more village on the gold mine. And looks like we've got network of citadels as well. Villagers rotating around, trying to find this gold deposit. Many Japanese villages in the region as well. Daimyo Manor complete, which means he has a secondary town center now. As he can probably get out a good number of Bannermen. How many Bannermen can he get out? 7. So in future conflicts, he has 0 Bannermans deployed on the field. But once they deploy on the field, they'll probably have a constant effect of the banners. Oda Tactics, Elite Samurai Research. Or no, that's Elite Bugishas. Not Elite Local Doggo there. Hyperspice does a Trebuchet and 2 Bombards, and now 1 Mangonel in the field. Quite a bit of various siege weapons. Each player has no siege weapons in the field. Spring Ball 2 would not hurt him. Another outpost there. More walls there just to help provide some influence. Sacrifice being captured up by blue. English player still needs an eye for all the gold deposits. Both players have some gold. I wonder if the Castle Crow next trade caravan is being pulled on the field. Does this now start on cooldown, or did the first one ever make it to the castle? There's a blue mining camp here for some odd reason. I guess he's trying to build the Berkshire Castle, then go to the deposit there. That part I'm not sure. He could try to clean those stables to get out some more of the Yoshiros. Not sure where the Yoshiros are currently at. They're in siege workshops, apparently. One's in a siege workshop. This one's in archer range, so he may want to clear those Yoshiros out and then get them other resource structures. Magno gets a decent hit there. Hardened Spearman, Veteran Spearman, charging it forward. Elite Man Arms, Elite Crossbowman. No Elite Longbowman just yet. Magno gets a good volley down those crossbows. Bombards trying to help. Looks like the English front line is trying to disintegrate. And there's now going to be backing on off. samurai do go down there. Yep, network citadels have been researched. Who's not eyeing for a gold deposit over here? Spring Gold. Oh, looks like the English player is actually at max of population, going for incendiary arrows now. You've got a good number of samurai, so the crossbones will get quite a bit extra damage thanks to incendiary arrows, but not currently being researched. Going for the elite spearman as well. Saves his bombard from being overran. Mangonel gets a good shot there on the longbowman. Great hit there on those longbowmen. Spring Gold pushes way forward, takes another good volley there. Spring Gold does get a hit there on the Mangonel, but does get counter-sniped, counter-barraged by those bombards. Blue's forces now falling back. You can throw some of these units on top of the walls, which will give him +2 range, as well as a bit more defense. As some man-at-arms stretch their way forward, they will be a good front line for the English player, but they will not be equal to candle up to the samurai. Trying to push his way forward, getting some damage. Bombard is going to go on down. Over here, villagers trying to torch down some walls for some odd reason. And those units are going down. These more English man-at-arms got a good number of man-at-arms and crossbows in the build queue. Now we've got incendiary arrows. Horsemen charge way forward. Crossbows do hit pretty hard, so they will do okay against the horsemen. Samurai won't exactly last too long to those crossbowmen. The forge is being denied. We do also have a keep here. He's trying to prevent the Castle Crow to be utilized right there. He's inside the keep as well. And arms push forward. There's of course a castle here that does pose a problem. Or another castle, should say. And overwhelm these various forces. He maybe will get this Mangonel next. Bombard plays will quick going down. Bit of a waste of resources there. That Alpha's not even fortified. Trying to repair up the Berkshire Castle. It's not going all too well. There's another good volley there. The English player does have textiles research. Mangonel will get taken out, and the Japanese player does back the game. This is Anchorage saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. A little bit too short. That was actually that one's there. Holy crap. Alright, that should be good to replay. See how long it is. I'm going to use a restroom before I get started. One moment, please. my apologies. I'm back. So, let's go and get started. And depending... This actually may be my last replay tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on bottom or top left side as the Orange Abbasid Dynasty, we have Smooth Operator. On south side as the Blue English player, we have Shapeshifter. When it comes to map generation, the English player, let's see, does have a deer deposit back here, and after the follow-up berries not super important for English, but if he doesn't want to prolong farm production, can always go for some berries. Same thing over here, we got deer next to some berries as well. So, we'll give maybe a little bit more incentive to go for the berries, being close by. After all, villager travel time is quite important when it comes to resource collection. Abbasid Dynasty player, of course, got the berries here. Got the berries here. Deer a little bit off to the side, but the town center right there would be very protectable thanks to all the nearby trees, so it's not a bad spot for our town center. Being some deer and trees, wood. Got some berries next to some gold here, not bad. Actually, a bit of more berries here and here. You look a little bit more berries on the side of the map. Economic wing being researched, so you maybe eye for a secondary town center. It's gotten some gold. He may be eyeing for a fast castle. Let's see. Some villagers on gold still. Some berries. Just small number of villagers on wood. English players going for a decent number of villagers wood. Going to Abbey of the Kings. Of course, give him a free king and future kings. And we've actually got some villagers here on stone as well, so he's going to be eyeing for a secondary town center. But to me, it just feels like the Abbasid Dynasty player is going to be eyeing for... Actually, nope, got quite a bit of villagers on stone as well. Remember as well, the Fertile Crescent research does reduce the cost of economic buildings, which includes town center. So you can see here, he is at 400 to 350. The first king now being deployed on the field. Fertile Crescent has been researched, and now the town center is down to 280 for 245, so quite a bit of cheapness there. That scout, it was actually a bit of a problem with placing on the scaffolding. These deers getting killed off pretty far. These will need to build a mill there, probably. Scout down here. King now pushes away forward. Now we're going to see a bit of aggression. The town centers will be built and has been built. There's actually an opportunity for him to engage right there, but he may not see it. The scout will, the king sees it. We got more than 7 villagers there. King now charges way forward, gets a nice hit there. King does not really have great attack speed. Villagers slowly being hacked apart. The king does do 16 damage, so 1 lance, 2 follow-up hits will take out a villager, but not 3 basic attacks. Kings move around. The king has taken some hits, but he can heal himself up like so. Does get some good hits there. That is going to be dead villager. He may just want to take time to start collecting up sheep if he can't really protect the berries. He also is collecting up deer, so that is a good food source. Does have some villagers on wood, though we got the villagers a little bit idle. Need to fix the rally. Being tasked some of the deer. English villagers, I deploy out. What? I'm not sure what the English villagers are doing there. Are they Eyeing for a mill, so he's actually going to collect up some berries. The English player already ran out of sheep. Maybe the English player was not successful collecting sheep. I wasn't really paying attention to the sheep collection. We got some spearmen now being employed in the field. Dying for the deer deposits. Of course, we got some berries here. We got 10 villagers. Eyeing for a full town center here, so I got triple town center for the English player. I was thinking it's going to be a mill into 2 outposts, but that's simply not the case. Golden Age Tier 1 not active. A little bit late, but that will give him plus 70% collection rate for all resources, one of the most powerful economic benefits in the entire game. Now with the English player's 2 town center, the English player will start going ahead in villager production, but the advantages are slight. Collecting a bit of gold there. He is out of gold at the moment. Has 1 coin in inventory. So if the deer deposit secured, he will have the deer as well as the follow-up berries. These berries have not been picked yet. And the deer over here is starting to be cleaned up pretty rapidly. He does have these berries here, which is a little bit exposed, but is nearby some other infrastructure. King drawing some fire. He got some spearmen. They are hardened spearmen as well. Of course, the town center not garrisoned. A lot less arrows coming out into the king. And now we've got the military wing being deployed out, which will give him 2 free camel riders. And the access to both the composite bowman boot camp as well as agriculture. The king and scout moving around. One thing to know as well, since the English players do have a pretty good imperial age with enclosures research, it is perhaps like a better idea to go for a faster castle than English, so you can pick up those relics and get your own good gold generation. The king is not the king, the English player is eyeing to wall up his town center area, his town. Had a lot of natural berries of natural trees for walls. In fact, there is a wall there according to the mini-map. The king does take a bit of damage there. Spear moving around. Oh, let's go try to shank the king. The king can be shanked. The king only has 2 natural melee armor rather than 3 from standard heavy cab. The king's charged only 4. The king's actually pretty wounded, so he is vulnerable to being shanked. Now got some camel riders in pursuit. The king does move slightly faster than various cavalry units, so the camel riders will have a bit of trouble dealing with him. The king just moving forward back to the abbey. The abbey can give him some good health regen. We now got some very research here. Horticulture wheelbarrow has been cancelled. You can always go for agriculture as well. Going for a big round of lancers, 5 of them. White tower now being deployed in the field. The white tower is being deployed out here. The white tower is now complete, so both players are in the castle age. The agriculture research is like, what, twice expensive as the horticulture research, but in comparison as well, the level 2 research does cost about the same as well. So you can get level 3 food research in this age. Both the Golden Age Tier 1 bases level 4 food research and collection rate. Now get these forces pushed way forward. Got some spearmen, camel riders, and of course a lancer. There are 7 lancers in the field. I don't know where they are at exact moment. They're way back here. Camel on ease will be very useful. The spearman will be hit a little bit. Couple crossbow in one field. There's only one heavy unit here, the lancer. Camel riders are a light unit, but they offer really good health, 270 health, versus the lancer slash knights 230. The king right now does have 295. Local doggo gained some bites there. Now got a battering being pulled in field. Does not have 2 mace spearmen here. He does have some archers here to help out the building. He's starting to pull out some more farms. Is taking time to clean up the berry bushes. Golden Age Tier 2 now activated, giving increased research speed or decreased research time, depending how you want to look at it. More blacksmith research. Got the early man-at-arms research on the way. The mom's trying to pick up some relics. The English player does have a monk in the field. 3 relics claimed by orange. 1 relic picked up by blue. It's probably the one that was down here. And the last relic. Not sure what the last relic is on the map. Way up north, actually in Orange's territory. The gate does get set ablaze. And now all those walls are down, barring a tiny little bit there. Orange now trying to charge his way forward. This may be a quick win for Orange, relatively. Spearman pushes way forward, trying to get some damage onto the Lancer. Cross Spearmen are here. Scout takes some fire. Good number of archers here. It's not looking good for the English player. I don't see composite bowman research for the Abbasid Dynasty player. The king will be killed. The king is dead. Crossbowmen and spearmen being picked apart. Just have quite a bit bulkier. Crossbows engaging. The White Tower is very important for defense. Offers a great defensive position here for the English player. While the town center is good, the White Tower is of course much better. And got this additional town center being battered down. But it should be picked on off no problem. Or wait, never mind. For some reason I got the fighters mixed up with the cavalry. So the battery ram is going to good damage. My mind just had a brain fart there. I think that cavalry was blues. Townsend will go down with all those villagers nearby. This will put Orange ahead in villager production on villager numbers. These villagers should all go down. Gotta keep them not being blown in the field. More man-at-arms charge way forward. There are full man-at-arms, not early man-at-arms, nor vanguard man-at-arms. The English player only has a crossbowman and 2 man-at-arms in the field. He has lost that monk of his somewhere. And these lances being picked on off by the White Tower. The White Tower does offer much better arrows at 10 damage as opposed to the town center's 6 damage arrows. Now I got another battery ram being pulled in the field. A battery that can help him torch down the fields. And now this battery is heading up north. Deals great damage from these bars. Archers slowly being picked on off by the town center. So does some Lancers. English players using some farms, but they are very replaceable. You now got some more crossbows and a mangonel being floated out. He's lacking production structures. Got more units over here. There's another town center up here. The English player says 2 town centers. Orange has 2 as well. Orange will maintain his villager lead. Could push it a little bit further. He does have access to cheaper traders. And you can always age up with the trade wing and get some of the best traders in the entire game. As well as the Absalom MC just generally has one of the best economies in the entire game. Mangonel can fire point blank shot, but does get within the minimum range. Lancer does get a great charge there. Villagers maybe trying to shank some of these villagers, but then again, these are English villagers, so they have bows and arrows. Unable to repair up that Magnus is dead. And Orange will be forced on back. Orange does have still a good number of Lancers and Archers in the field. Keep was not built. We do have the Spatter Ram moving around. Or not necessarily built, not built, but more like destroyed. Villagers backing off to the town center. Some man arms pushing forward. Need some more crossbowmen as well as man at arms. Does have the armor clad research. Battery Ram still taking out some of these farms. And the English player is going to lose all of his farms. While they are cheap, it's still an expensive loss. Taking time to collect some berries. And is that boar? I think that maybe boar over there. Take time to collect up berries while at it. He has some food here, some economy going in a nice little tucked away area. He does have a keep here for production. Going for outposts there for spotting. There are 2 sacred sites here. Both have imams here so they can quickly be decaptured. Of course, you can't really spend time or the cost of sending up 2 villagers up there. Not villagers, military units. Right now, the English player does have 70 villagers versus 100, which is a very big problem for the English player right now. Second side victory is still counting down, which also gives him extra gold income while at it. That Lancer does go down. These archers are moving around. We got some English walls here. He's going to be crossing to here. So you can simply go around and perhaps secure up that gold deposit with some more walls. We do have some archers and lancers trying to retaliate this region. There's a keep here for protection, and the outpost provides some good spotting. Some of these villagers take some damage. Again, the wrong side of the area to collect up wood. Baron is still pushing way forward here. We actually got a good number of man-at-arms here to pursue these archers. No composite bowman research. Lance is not charging way forward. That's going to cause some issues for the men-at-arms. Archers can just turn around and throw some arrows on in to get some extra damage. Do have 8 armor, so that makes it those archers will only do 1 damage for this age. Food camp not being researched. The Abbey is getting some good healing there. The Abbey is going to be very helpful as English players start winning engagements. You can always bring them back to Abbey and get them healed up very quickly. There's not that unit there. How? Hey, what? Am I stupid? Ow? Because usually when you do something like that, do they perfectly intersect there? Got a Absent Dynasty keep here. I just want to take another look at that walls. Yeah, they all cross right there. That's actually a joint. I don't know why I found that really humorous. By the way, this wall is now down. Got a forward keep here and claim the berries. In fact, if you look here, he's claiming berries all across the map. He has such good field control. He is very confident he can send out villagers everywhere to gather up all the roots on the map. The English player does have a robust internal economy, especially when he gets up to Imperial Age. He has enough gold to build Imperial Age and needs a lot more food there. He's low on wood for farms. He can stash more villagers on those berries. That'll give him a short amount of income. Oh, we also got a road built there due to being close to stuff. Very nice. I love the production or the stamp actions that this game has. Ram will go down. Keep under siege. No spring gold here. Going for another trebuchet. English players collecting up some more gold. Needs more food and gold to age on up. Trebuchet pursuing forward. And the Absent Dynasty player has pretty much a 50 villager lead. Let me realize this. Excuse me, my voice cracked up. Let me realize as well, this map's actually not great for trade. The trade post is in the middle back of their bases, so the distance is going to be shorter. The English player could trade with his own trading post here and get a little bit more supplementary gold income in the late game. After all, the enclosures research only does not provide him enough gold, and maybe going for 10 traders can give him a little bit more extra gold to work with. Especially right now when he's behind a village production, he could eye for a bit extra gold, and this should be pretty securable. Speaking of which, the English players almost have enough resources to age on up. He's probably going to go with the Berkshire Castle for extra defense right now. Culverin getting some hits there onto the trebuchets. Got these forces up forward, crossbows and archers. Got the elite archer research, no elite crossbowman research. Do not get the preservation knowledge. Berkshire Castle being pulled on the field. Each player has a robust defense here, sort of a network of castles. These guys get a little extra attack speed. But they're fully upgraded network of citadels. Trebuchets have gone down. Culverin's not really an anti-building weapon. It will do a bit of damage to buildings, but not really great. Mangonels do a better job of that. White Tower taking some severe damage. English crossbow will hold the line. Right now the English player does not really have enough. There's the Berkshire Castle, now provides some fire support. Will partially touch these villagers, will provide a good defensive spot there. Multiple trebuchets are not here. I don't think cannoneers would be a good option for the English player. He needs more quantity over quality right now. Going for enclosure research right now. The Absent Dynasty player could go for hand cannoneers. He does have 15 on the field. Springald engaging. Berkshire Castle under fire. The White Tower has not gone down, so his arrow's up and going as well. So this will be a strong defensive point there for the English player. The Berkshire Castle will reach a little bit farther than the White Tower. He's charging forward with the hand cannoneers. That's not great. He's trying to overrun this Springald, but will be under fire of the White Tower and the Berkshire Castle. Trebuchet does fall back there. Berkshire Castle getting some damage. Got another keep here. Let's just go and try to creep forward keeps. The Berkshire, or the White Tower is throwing some arrows on the keep. It's not exactly a great target, but I think the villagers are out of range. Elite man-arms research on the way. And the Berkshire Castle has taken some damage, as well as the White Tower. Landmark keeps only costs wood to repair, so you perhaps task a villager on both of them to start getting some idle repairs. Over and straight forward. One Springald does go down. The Springald, I don't think actually fired. The Culverin goes down to the Berkshire Castle. And And this Sprinkles takes a hit there from this keep as well. The primary arrows do 15 damage each, so the Sprinkles 10 range armor means it does take 5 damage per arrow, so you will need to get the what's called Siegeworks upgrade. I always forget what's called. Increase the health and armor. Primarily the increased armor would be very helpful in that situation. Do call runs straight forward. Archer Castle still not being mass repaired on up. Useless does get a decent amount of income. He may just try to charge forward with a mass number of men-at-arms. He does have enough resources to get the elite or the elite army tactics, which he could try going for. He does also need the blacksmith research, going for the lumberjack research. Archer Castle still alive. And this rock will make it not alive. Chemistry now being researched by the Abbas Dynasty player. And Orange's army sort of more or less just meandering their way forward. Does gun down on Spring Gold. Minor threat at this point in time. And Orange will lose his ground army. The elite man-at-arms come breaking their way forward. And now the man-at-arms will just charge the way forward. They will take some damage from the keeps. In fact, Orange units could just try getting inside the keeps. Trying to save the siege weapons, though. Overall, they'll probably do more damage overall if they get inside the keeps. And the siege weapons are having trouble migrating away. None of them have died just yet, but they're getting pretty wounded. One trebuchet does go down, giving the English players some more breathing room. More crossbows and man-at-arms straight forward. The king is being redeployed as well. Long live the king. When we find this choke point there, we got a good number of barracks here. Keep is slowly whittling him down. He needs some battery rams. The White Tower can perhaps pump out a couple battery rams to help engage those structures. He does have a bombardment field. A couple of battery rams could be a cheaper alternative. Orange's villagers are migrating in large numbers. 53, that's quite a migration. Going for the stone deposit, we do already have a keep here and half a stone claim. Oh, maybe I'm for this stone deposit, I'm not sure. The king's also getting some great health regen in some of these units as well. One keep has gone down. Crossbowmen and man-at-arms. He probably saw the migration of villagers. And that is... How many villagers are here? 58? And that is a third of his villagers, over a third of his villagers there. Orange also only has 10 military units in the field. He has plenty of gold and wood. Could hire for some mangonels right now. Be good against those crossbowmen. Against man-at-arms, they can be decent. We know he's gone for the culture wing with the age up, so does not have any trade stuff. Does not get composite bowman. Has not researched agriculture. Has gotten the what's it called, processing. Plus 8% drop off. He doesn't really have. I suppose he's starting to get his farm economy up, so now is good time to probably get agriculture. He's been delaying that out because he doesn't spend more aligned the resources in the field. Which is pretty good. Outposts engage these villagers. English player may want an eye for some extra defenses there. At least all around a palisade walls protect them. This crossbow's engaging. The king is dead. The king went down here. Has a large amount of villagers inside the keep, so the king could have got picked on off there. It does have a bombard engaging it. There's a lot of infrastructure here. Associates forfeit to build a battery ram to help clean out all that infrastructure. Lancers are here engaging the villagers. $16 villagers there. I'm not sure how many villagers went down, but he's down to 104, so he's lost a third of his villagers. Which honestly had too many at one point in time. In Abbas Dynasty's economy, he's been relying on all the resources in the field, and that's starting to dry up while the English player is relying on his farms. long, what am I thinking? Villagers trying to do back on off or make their way up in the corner. Imam getting a drive-by healing on these villagers, and he was stabbed to death. Got quite a bit of exposed farms here. That's not too great. More villagers migrating back home. A decent number of crossbowmen here. There are elite crossbowmen as well, and city arrows. Abbasid Dynasty bowmen will also be pretty good as well. Composite bowmen. If opponent starts pulling out a large number of light units, but suppose it's English, it's going to go for mass man-at-arms. While hand cannons overall still better than long bowmen, even against anti-armor, crossbowmen's a lot more cost-effective. While hand cannons offer a lot more population effectiveness. Depending on what state the game is in, both are going to be important. As right now, seeing he's not maxed out population, the crossbowmen's may be a better option. Both are vulnerable to mangonels either way. But when you start having trouble with population cap issues, it's definitely a better idea to go for the hand cannoneers. The build time between the two is also not too terrible. They do also build fast as the Golden Age Tier 3. Oh, no, it's not Golden Age Tier 3. Huh. Production speeds seem a little bit higher. At least in those archer ranges. Either way, we do now these units taking some damage. English man-at-arms, his English composition is pretty much entirely composed of man-at-arms and 2 mangonels. As a monk here to capture some secret sites, this one can easily be captured. This one's safely inside his walls. As an outpost here, one of them upgrades Spring Gold. Hand cannoneers and crossbowmen engage these villagers. Man-at-arms falling back. Got 2 mangonels here. It's a decent hit there. Elams do get picked on off. Elams can have the same armor rate as man-at-arms if there's a camel nearby and goes for that one research. Each player's not going for big wave of horsemen, going for veteran horsemen research as well, as was elite army tactics. So if players didn't have the elite army tactics already researched. Not going for melee armor at the moment because it doesn't really need it. Only has +1 melee damage. Let's see, 15 damage. This guy's to a +3 armor. Don't know if there's any unique mathematics, but I'd assume going for more melee damage wouldn't be half bad. We also got the faster attack speed, mangonels, the adjustable crossbars. Horseman quickly annihilated. Now that also exposes his opponent. He is going for a horseman now. Absolutely, he's going for his own horseman. Neither side has any horseman benefits. So it may be a good idea to go for some camel riders. They're not classified as heavy. So they won't be counted off by crossbows, and they offer a massive amount of bulk as well. They can also be even more durable than lancers and knights. We have elite horsemen here being engaged by veteran horsemen. Neither side is researched biology just yet. Elite horsemen away from the English player. So I think collecting up some gold here. One mangonel does go down. Got a big round of stone walls on before the field just to help protect his flanks. Got a decent number of exposed villagers here. He needs to get the horsemen charging way forward. Biology now being researched by the Abbasid Dynasty player. The Abbasid Dynasty player also has a massive food reserve. And the English player has a good food reserve as well, with a bit of wood. He could eye for his own elite long bowman, eye for more spearmen. I suppose this is one reason why he's going for horsemen, because it's a food wood composition to focus on that. I still think the English player should perhaps go for a round of traders, just a small round of them. 10 to 20 could be adequate enough to give him enough gold supplementary income for his economy. He also has lower villager counts at the moment. Man-at-arms do find the villagers, or at least the farms. Gotta keep here at the sacred site. Let's see. He's got an agricultural research as well, so he has levelified food collection rate as well as plus 8% drop-off rate for them. Which is what, basically level 6 at that point? If that makes any sort of sense. 6 out of 3 food economy. Keeping on the ball in the field, going for some spearmen. Right now, he is going for the trade week. He's going to be eyeing for traders. There's not good pathing for traders. He needs to eye for some stone walls built before he gets those traders to ball in the field, because the reduced trading distance will net a lot less profit. Actually, still quite a bit of wood here as well. Maybe a good idea to go for a round of at least some palisade walls to go from here to the trading post. Stone walls if he can afford it, which he does. Or just spent a whole bunch of stone there, I'm not sure on what. Horsemen taking out some villagers. Bone Age Tier 3, I believe now in research. Giving an additional 5% extra collection rate. Now 5% isn't actually a whole lot, but is quite nice. And pushes his food collection economy even further, honestly. Spearman's gonna go on down there. There's just got a bit of spearmen everywhere for the English player. We got no more villages left from gold collection for the English player, but there's still actually a bit of gold over here. Actually 4,000, that's actually quite a bit of gold. More farms being torched there. He has plenty of food. He has 70 villagers on his wood. He also has 4 relics, so the Absolutency player does have a good trickle of resources. At this point in time, we probably should switch off the villager count and go over here. But right now, his passive gold income is 500. That is quite significant. It'd be definitely more than enough to get his trade economy going, considering he has cheaper traders. The spearman research just got complete. Now going for the lightweight beams, construction, cannon placement, and the court architects. He can lose some villagers. That's not going to be a huge issue. We got a good number of English mangonels here. Spearman charging way forward. He's actually ranged by his 2 man-at-arms. What heresy is this? That town sort of does go down. He is going for a big line of stone walls here. So they will meet the wooden walls of the English. Crossbows firing away. He can't get on top of the walls for extra protection. Couple hand cannoneers here. They may get overwhelmed by those spearmen. Magano finds a good hit there into those crossbowmen. Got some Gilon spearmen here. Both the hand cannoneers do go down to those spearmen. Gilon's charging way forward. Does cancel those, or delete, kill off some of those units. Does not cancel the walls seconds just yet. It does cause a bit of a choke point there, so the crossbows could plant behind the walls and fire through. More horsemen from both sides. Got some more English man-at-arms being deployed in the field. He's also going for a big round of longbowmen, doing +1 range damage. Does not have the elite longbowman research. Horsemen directly forward and overrun these crossbows. More horsemen intercepting. More siege workshops being put up by the Absolutency player. A big round of battle rams could be useful to break through. He's out of gold right now. We also got horsemen here. We've got a number of traders. They have to find 26 gold per drop off. That's not great. Don't see initial researches. Right now, the important one's probably the spice roads. Giving plus 30% increase gold collection. And on the horsemen try to engage these horsemen. Does find some villagers there. Blue's force will be cleaned on up. Siege works now being researched by the English player. Got a decent number of P-bombs here. Some golden come in supply. But still got some horsemen here engaging some of these units. He needs to keep these traders alive. Huh. Most of the traders are affected by boot camp? That's probably an oversight, as that's supposed to increase infantry, not traders. Though giving them +5 armor from the House of Wonder research wouldn't be half bad right now. Horsemen trying to rotate around with a spearman in tow. We'll be able to take out those longbow, no problem. Crossbows now keeping the man at arms. Bombard here, as well as some longbowmen. He does have incendiary research. Going for elite longbowman research. No arrow volley research. And more of these traders going down. Absent NC player does have 8,000 wood, has almost spent all of his food, probably queuing up all his horsemen, but still, quite a bit of food is actually now consumed. He actually has quite a bit of village, quite a bit of gold income at the moment. Maybe he has a gold. Yeah, he actually has a gold deposit still up north. 1,000 left, so he does have a supplementary gold income. Won't last forever. Spearman, horseman, charging way forward. They will have trouble versus the Englishman arms. After the elite longbowman research now complete. Spring gold upgrade and court architects for the English player. Horsemen finding good angle onto these elite longbowmen. They have 14 damage, which should punch through the armor of the elite horsemen quite well. Only have 7 range armor. Not perfect, but well enough. Right around pushes the way forward. We do not have the rest of this gold deposit being cleaned up. We've got 1,000 left here as well. Epson didn't see need to reorganize his economy. He does not need 11,000 wood. He could sell up 5,000 of it for gold and then use the rest of it to build farms. Keep out 10 villagers at most onto wood collection, but everything else could just be sent to food. It will take a bit of time to queue on up. Blue's gonna break his way forward here. Blue has a larger military across the field. But both sides are sending off a lot of units to slaughter. We do now have a big wave of battering rams being intercepted by some spearmen. More horsemen being brought in there to engage the longbowmen. Infantry is now being reached by the English player. He wants to get out some hand cannoneers. He is deploying some hand cannoneers now. More horsemen, battering rams being pushed on forward. Let's see. There's villagers there. There's actually is an opening there for Orange Exploit, but there's no traversable land here. It's these walls. Machine now being researched by the English player. So I've got a bit of an airlock of walls here for some odd reason. Not sure why. He does cancel some walls there to get some more openings. Now redeploying some walls there. I'm not sure what Blue's plan for all the walls. I think he's just trying to restrict the terrain there just to cause movement issues for Orange. Just gonna build some airlocks. Crossbows here in decent numbers help engage some stuff. We got a gun of course from how to overrun them. Batteries being hit. Absent didn't see player. I don't think he has. He does have the lead archer research. He may have composite bows. Composite bows may not be half bad as a cheap and spam on out. They're heavier in wood than with food, and he's also having troubles with food income. More English hand cannoneers being pulled on the field. More of the Absent battering rams just streaming the way forward, and not the food is being raided. Here's composite bows. Composite bows have not been researched, nor spiced road. Crossbows take some damage there from Maganel. Sacred Sight being captured up by Orange. We got more production structures here, more barracks. Batarians streaming their way forward, having trouble breaking their way through. Does get a good hit there on those crossbows. Maganel finds another shot there with a network of citadels. And he may have he has the trustable crossbow bars. He has pretty good attack speed. So I don't think Maganel is actually affected by the network of citadels. Even though it says it, I don't think it actually does get affected. Orange's army has been cut a little bit. Horsemen breaking on through, but being set up by more horsemen. After Dynasty players still eyeing for more crossbows. And not currently producing anything at the moment. The Absent Dynasty player does not have Tideborn either, so not getting any additional stone income among other resources. So maybe something to fix. Getting a bit of extra stone income does go a long way. Horseman push way forward, does find all these traders. He does have some extra food income, which he does need that food income. He has plenty of wood. Right now he does have 35 villagers on wood. There's a horseman coming back there to protect. More walls going on up to get out some more airlocks. Does take a bit of damage there. Absent Dynasty Barons push way forward. They can make short work of these palisade gates. Oh yeah, I think the term for this is called fat slobbing, which is Age of Empire's 2 term. Horseman does go down there, getting quickly disintegrated by the Spearmen and Man-at-Arms. Crossbowmen starting to get overran. And there's a lot of siege weapons there, now pushing forward the English player. Mangonels and bombards are doing short work of structures and archers and crossbows. Now some other infantry are going down. Got a good number of archery ranges here, but all the barracks have pretty much gone down. Assad, I don't know how to pronounce that. Madarzra going to get under siege as well. Crossbowmen now engaging. Does got some English along from here. No arrow volley research. The English player has 1,000 each resources stockpiled up and just spam consumed it all. Got more crossbows, horsemen, and Gilons for the Absent Dynasty player. There's a lot more food and wood sorting up. Not a lot of gold. I still think he should. Well, he's at population caps, so doesn't really expand on crossbow cheaper units. He does have perhaps too many civilians. He has. That's actually preventing him from matching his opponent's army size. He needs to lead about 50, probably 50 villager units. Probably half the ones on wood and the rest on food because he needs that population space. He has too many villagers. Those traders are important for collecting up the resources. I wonder how many he has. I see a lot in the field. He may have too many. It's not an optimal trade route, so it's not great. Orange horseman there will get completely wiped down out. Here's. He has 45 traders on the field. Maybe a little bit too much. He needs that gold income, that's for sure. He has 85 villagers on food. Maybe delete 25 of those guys. Horseman charging way forward. The House of Wisdom's under siege. It does have 28,000 health. Though right now the English siege weapons are down. He only has torch damage. And the torches are partially blocked by the House of Wisdom fire armor. Elons here in decent numbers. They're going to be very effective against Horsemen and the Spearmen. Got 22 Gilons in the build queue. And he's maintaining good production speeds, though everything's right here, so he perhaps could go for some regular archers here to help out. He's garrisoned some units inside the town center, looks like. Let's run straight forward. Green or orange designed for a massive number of barracks here, going for more Gilons. He may be able to spam out quality to help engage his opponent. Some Camel Riders probably would not hurt all too much since they will help debuff the Horsemen. And they offer good bulk, assuming, especially when you get the armor upgrades, help get the man-arms. And he does have all the not all the research, so he doesn't have camel support to give them Gilons +2 armor as well to match the English armor. Transition to camels right now may not be a possibility. He has no camel research whatsoever. More Gilons being deployed on the field. Thanks to his being closer to his own production line, he's able to get the stuff reinforced quicker. English players running out of economy, so he can't really maintain the push for far too long. He has enough to good damage on the House of Wisdom. The Absent Dynasty player has plenty of villages for repairs onto it. Mostly cross those right there in a good defensive formation. English players are having trouble with reproducing now, as the Longbowmen hand cannons in build queue, but needs more man-arms queued on up. Does manage to overrun one of the bombards there, very important. He does have a good number of villagers to cramp the House of Wisdom. More crossbows engaging, taking on these man-arms. Each player is having trouble remaxing. Absent Dynasty has no trouble remaxing because there's too many villagers. Each player is going back on off, regroup his forces. Building some more walls there. More mangonels wouldn't hurt the English player. But right now that's expensive in gold. Going for more longbowmen and horsemen wouldn't be half bad. Doesn't really need spearmen all too much. This mining camp finally got set ablaze. He mostly thanks to this arrow tower rather than the spring gold tower. I don't think it's research arrow volleys well, which could give him quite a bit of extra damage output with his longbowmen. Here's some camels on the opponent field. He is starting to do a bit of a camel transition. He has quite a bit of resources there. So no tithe barn to get us some stone income. There's level 2 camel armor now being researched. Camels offer a bit more bulk, and also they will be opponent's versus bombards. English hand cannons in pretty good numbers, able to get some great damage. So the English longbowmen. Horsemen charging way forward. Of course, the camel knees will debuff them all. More camels charging way forward. Trying to deal with the batting rams. Trying to deal with all the network citadels. More English villagers charging way forward. And right now, with the English's lower economy, he's having trouble with maintaining the pressure. The Absent Dynasty player has not consumed all of his food reserve. Veterans up straight forward along the flanks. Bombards getting some more damage to the House of Wisdom. He's really trying to kill that off. He's trying to go for the Annihilation victory. If he does, the longer the game goes on, the better the Absent Dynasty player will look. Bataram or Magna, yeah, Bombard does go down there. Bataram's drawing fire. And all the English Bombards will go down. Going for more Mangonels. Some Batarams. I'm not sure how Bataram even got there. Maybe it was built by the Gilom? I think it may have been built by the single Gilom. He infested his opponent's base. That's one thing I really love to do playing as the Mongols. Since you can get improved lightweight construction beams, is if you're able to peel off a couple of your infantry units and big fight into the back of your opponent's base where he doesn't have vision of, you can infest your opponent's base with battering rams and have them just start cleaving through everything, and then get some raid bounties, as well as perhaps some more upgraded raid bounties as well. It's primarily the stone bounties. You now have the composite bow research. He's starting to transition to some archers as another unit he can always access. Each player is now down below 100 villagers. He has a good amount of food at the moment, of course. Let's see. And we do have some English caravans in the field to give them some supplementary income. Got 36. Wow. The English one is just slightly farther back, which will greatly... Okay, no, they're both fed. No, that's with Spice Roads, remember. So these ones are at 26 versus 34. That slightly farther back is being much more beneficial for the English player. The Absent Dynasty player probably could get a resource spike by deploying a trade route right there, and then go this direction. A little bit extra distance does hurt. It does do quite well. Because after all, this is more than halfway across, and you get 26. If it's all the way across, you get like 60 something. Distance does matter a lot with those trading posts. They go up in exponential value the longer the distance is. Baron starts going down. Imam does go down. Engineers push forward. Mangonels get a massive volley on those Giloms. Getting massive AoE damage. They may not do bonus damage, but AoE damage is a form of bonus damage. That an entire infantry force is starting to get ripped apart. This one is formation. He has some defensive units here to help in case of Giloms. Mangonels pick up volley at the hand cannoneers, but now the Giloms are engaging some of the Mangonels. And Batarams streaming the way forward. But looks like all the Giloms do go down, and some of these Batarams are getting tied on up. Got some more man-arms here to engage. May want to un-garrison this keep or outpost whatever's in there. And we do have a bit of a cross of the T on these stone walls. You could throw a couple longbowmen or some hand cannoneers up there, and that can help them prevent the point from being exploited. Now got a big round of elite camel riders charging way forward there. English players, however, pushing down this point once again. Got a good number of Giloms here. These are all freshly deployed on the field. Mangonels, 3-4 as well. Got 4 Mangonels. We also got a relatively rare Revolquin deployed out as well. And the splash damage is doing quite well against those Giloms. Riders doing about splash damage. And there's a nice little choke point there. These Mangonels going way too far forward. They don't get ripped apart by these camel riders. They do bonus damage with the siege. Bombards will go down. 1 Mangonel remains. Another Revolquin's on the build queue. Each player trying to push his way forward here. This area will be torched. There's Orbal Quinn. Get a good volley. I think the English player will get overran though. English player starting to push his way forward over here. Good number of hand cannoneers being rallied a little bit too far forward. Should be rallied right around there. Bombard is going to get overran there. And it looks like the English player will hold off, though the Palisade Gate will be torched down. Maginot fires, gets a great volley there on those hand cannoneers. Now got the camera riders pushing the way forward. They do have 19 damage at the moment versus the 10-10 arm with man-arms, so they only do 9 damage against man-arms. But they do offer a great bulk in return as well, and they have 8 armor themselves. So man-arms will do about, what, 12 damage against them, but they'll have to fight more than twice their health. The English man-arms still a bit more cost-effective, but Hammer Riders are much more population-effective. The Vulcan finds a volley down to those horsemen. He's trying to overrun the Vulcan now. First way forward, man-arms here as well. Hankineers find a good volley. Some of those arms getting distracted. Horsemen may be distracted onto the Maginot. Man-arms engaging these force there with some Guillons. Should have the camel support as well. Giving his own Guillons 10 armor. Revolpin being thrown away does have 10 melee armor. English villagers trying to charge forward to build out some more walls, but they get gunned down. Orange has a decent army there. He has lost some villagers, or sacked some. Well, he sacked some. The Balkan takes some damage. Though then again, we got some horsemen engage each other, so maybe they were killed off. Springall's engaging, got a Maginot here as well. Maginot having trouble setting on up. We'll be able to get some good splash damage. Nope, he is trying to range units. These guys are pretty stacked on up, so it would be half bad throws some rocks there. Great volley on those hand cannoneers. The gate has been broken. Maginot finds another great shot there. Late response. Another massive hit there. This Maginot's doing some great damage. We'll get another volley off. Maginot's find a volley. Does get some damage there because a couple camera riders. Springall's still pretty alive, but his opponent is now playing about Maginot, so Springall's going to be a bit more useful in the future. More outposts are here, though, and this outpost will be completed. More Maginot hits there from the English player. Non-still trenches the way forward. More camera riders and horsemen pushing the way forward. We also got more man-arms here and there. Yep, there's another man-arms there. Slowly pulling off these backline villagers. The Absolute Dynasty still has an excellent amount of food and gold, enough for massive Guillon production. The English player is still scraping the bottom of the barrel and having trouble remaxing. Does have a good number of man-arms queued on up, however. These forces push way forward. Got some Guillons here. Hand cannoneers, all quite wounded. Those men-arms will go on down, so will these horsemen. Man-at-arms push way forward. Hand cannoneers engaging. Man-at-arms heading up north. His man-at-arms heading off to the left. Crossbowmen, and hand cannoneers trying to engage these Maganos. Good volley there. English hand cannoneers in small numbers. Get hit by Maganos from multiple angles. Man-at-arms pushing way forward, trying to hit over on these Maganos. You can use the Maganos to counter barrage the Maganos as well. And these Maganos will get overrun by Camel Riders. Maganos push way forward, trying to find one more volley on these crossbows. Finds a good volley there. English players having trouble maxing. Just going for more man-at-arms and hand cannoneers. Some more villagers there. Got this horseman engaging. Are going down. Got some more of these guys engaging up here. Got some villagers, both collecting up that wood. How much wood's left on the map? Not a whole lot of wood. Yeah, there's a decent deposit there. But most of the wood on the map has been cleared. Absent DC player could task his traders onto wood next because he has plenty of food at the moment. Passing the wood will get a bit more of a stockpile on the lesser resource, especially when that's become more of a precious commodity. English players still screaming on the barrel. Oh, and all the English traders are... That's still not been a whole lot of them on the field, is there? Actually, no, he does have 42 active. That is a good amount. Doesn't look like it. I don't see anything stuck. It says there's 42 active right now. That may actually be... Yep, that's just a replay bug where it's actually showing the Absidicy ones. Which, so he has only like 15. But these forces now push forward with 3 English bombards. He's going to go for the kill. The House of Wisdom is fully repaired. If the English player does not win this push, he will probably outright lose. English player straight in the bottom of the barrel. He's going to need to escort those bombards forward. He does not have siege engineers, so he can't just quickly build up some more battle rams as population starts freeing up. He has a decent number of hand cannoneers to find the back line. One has a good number of crossbowmen. English man-arms are starting to disintegrate. His opponent has much more fire reinforcements, breaking down some walls with those extra battering rams. He knows the points going forward. Much better off taking the painful. Those villagers start repairing it up now. Blue's army starting to get overran, starting to disintegrate. Those bombards need to fall back now. His backline walls are there. Everywhere else has openings. Engineers not engaging those units upon other retreating the bombards. And the English army just simply can't remax. These forces now charging way forward. Man-arms here to engage. We got some regular lancers in the field. Elite lancers, I should say. Let's get some good damage with the Maganos onto those ranged forces. Getting a lot of good hits there. A number of those units are quite wounded, but thanks to his boot camp, they are able to take a lot more abuse. Great hold out there. He does keep 2 bombards alive. Third Mangonel on the opponent field. He has 20 hand cannoneers. His opponent does only have 10. Mangonel's find another great volley there. More camera riders being pulled on the field, though he only has 2 of them on the left of the field. So he's going for more and more heavy in the Lancers. Just going for more sheer damage. They offer a lot more fire support damage against the man-at-arms, but do have less health. Overall, against Garrison 2, it's probably better to go for the Lancers. Oh, those villagers took a pretty good hit there. Those villagers will go down, as was that outpost. Both bombards now dead. We got 2 bombards here and 2 mangonels pushing forward. We use mangonels to engage the mangonels, but the English hand cannoneers are now getting hit by those mangonels. Another good volley there on the English hand cannoneers. Elam's pushing way forward, getting more crossbows and horsemen in tow. Mangonels backing on off. Does take some good damage there. One of these forces not pushing way forward. Or Crossman takes some good volleys there. The English force here is getting quite wounded. We've got decent battery rams to control some fire. Mangonels slowly whittling down the English man-at-arms. He could try before the mangonels to hit his opponent's mangonels. Bombards think retargeting towards these mangonels, but of course there's also horsemen there for that. One of the English mangonels will go down. The other one could go down as well. English man-at-arms there. It does take out the other mangonel as well. There's an Avicet villager there. Around stone walls there help protect out his flanks. Gates starting going down. Avicet Dynasty player has a massive reserve of food, wood, and gold. It's almost enough stone for another keep. English player is still scraping the bottom of everything. English man-at-arms push way forward. As right now, the Avicet Dynasty's trade economy is better, and his farm economy per villager is also better as well. Good mangonel hit there. More of the man-at-arms just being charging way forward. These guys are pretty bunched up, however. There's good hits there. Man-at-arms charging way forward. This player's trying to get a nice little ball of man-at-arms. Spring Gulls too far forward. Crossbows taking some damage. Walls have been deleted. Man-at-arms backing on off. These forces are pushing a little bit too far forward. Find the Berkshire Castle and the White Tower. I forgot about those things even existing. Man-at-arms pushing forward, engaging these camel riders. So we've got a good number of crossbows here. Looks like those units, they got cleaned on up by the various defensive structures. Outposts are going down there. Crossbow and push way forward. Man-at-arms trying to finally connect. We got 3 bombards here. Let's take out the university. Spring Gulls connecting. Mangonel finds a pretty good hit there. Even splashes one of the bombards a little bit. Man-at-arms maybe trying to focus on this bombard. Nope, they're just trying to move order forward. More of the camel riders forward, more crossbows back here. Mangonel firing, rolls and miss, good dodge by Orange. It's a small splash hit there. Takes the Mangonel with the Bombards. Springald engaging the Bombards, but they offer good health right now. Springald being overran, saves the Bombards. All of them are quite wounded. Now he's going to fight near the Berkshire Castle and the White Tower. That will give him good defensive placement. But his economy is still in the gutter. Every Dynasty player has spent a lot of resources, but they're all queued on up, ready to bring in a tide of units. He could perhaps eye, no, he can't really eye for more production structures. He only has wood income from the relics, I believe. Good hits there. The map may be almost completely devoid of wood. So got some wood up there he can perhaps grab. Get some damage there. Man-at-Arms trying to break their way forward. Mangonel is getting some decent shots. That Bombard almost goes down, but still alive. Overrun's now pushing forward, takes up all the siege weapons there. Which plays how the siege weapons only has Man-at-Arms in the field. Crossbow's gonna be standing and fighting. More Man-at-Arms straight forward. There's more Man-at-Arms streaming on in. He's going to go get out some horsemen there to hit those crossbows. Got some battering rams here. The villagers will retaliate. Villagers going to try to push forward once again. Has some horsemen over on those crossbows. But right now there's a nice choke point there. The Gilons are actually keeping the choke point there. He may need to delete some of these walls so he can push forward. Villager takes some hits here. Battering's been cleaned on up. There's actually quite a bit of stables here with a massive number of Lancers pushing forward. And now there's breaches there. He can go straight into his opponent's economy. Yeah, everything's now exposed on that flank. As the one starts losing units here, he may just be a bit suicidal in this region to get more Lancers deployed on the flank. Gilon's engaging the Man-at-Arms. Crossbows still being quite useful. Got a single Mangonel here. He is out of culverins. The Bombard could try pushing forward to engage. I can see the Lancers pushing forward. They will intercept these villagers. And he will not complete those stone walls. He could take time to perhaps cross the T as well. And blue doesn't have much here either. Yep. Nature Economy is out of resources entirely. He's down to 95 villagers. Opponent's now up to go down to 100 as well, but that means he can now deploy a larger army. He is probably fighting against with the Berkshire Palace and the White Tower now, which will give him some good anti-infantry support. And the English player does back the game now. The Sandgrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And that is going to be actually my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.